Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to talk about a very important topic, how to set up a proxy for your server container, specifically your web container, and more importantly, why this is very important for any tracking. So let's start. At first, in traditional setup, when a website load in browser, the data sent to analytics platform like Google Analytics or Meta. Okay, and the browser process it. But nowadays, browser, specifically Safari and Brave, are becoming more privacy focused. They either remove tracking, blocking cookie, and breaking your tracking. Okay, so what's the solutions? The solution is you have to set up the server side tracking, and when you will set up the server side tracking, then you have to set up a custom domain. Yeah, and that's work to some extent, but not completely, because of the browser have some restrictions and some security update. So custom domain can be face limitation. So that's why we have to set up proxy. So if we go to Google Tag Manager and server side, then if I see a template, Google provide a built-in template which we will use. Actually, this template, this template help us to load tracking requests through your own domain and acting like a proxy, and the bypass and they bypass most browser restrictions. Okay, so let's go ahead and open the website. Okay, this is our website, and if we go to inspect, then go to network and write js gtm.js, and if I refresh the page, then see this is our Google Tag Manager. And if I click here, see request URL from google tagmanager.com. Okay, and now the problem is browser already know the domain and instantly remove cookie or block the request. Okay, to avoid this problem, we have to create the subdomain. Already we created a subdomain from step, and we already added. Okay, and we already complete the server side tracking. So now we are in our server side web container, and we have to click on new, and then we have to choose the built-in template, and we just choose it. And now we have to add a container ID. Now we go to our browser side tag manager, and we just copy the ID and just paste it. So now if you have multiple web container but only one server container, if you have, so don't worry, you just click on add container ID and you can easily add it. Okay, okay, now if we just save this and just write it gtm proxy, you can write anything and click on save. And if you click on the container setting, then since we already set up the server side tracking, so we have a subdomain, and we have to replace the subdomain with the Google domain tagmanager.com. We just copy the code and paste here, and also we copy the body section code, and I copy it and paste here. Now we have to replace the code with our subdomain. We just copy the subdomain and we just replace it with the Google domain. Replace and replace. So we replace the Google domain with our subdomain. So now you have to add, you have to put the GTM code on your website backend. Since we are using Shopify, so we are using WordPress, sorry. So this is my WordPress backend, and already I connected Google Tag Manager with the plugin. I just show you. So I use this plugin to enable data layer, and I just off it. Okay, because I will put the code on the head sections, so I just off it and I use this plugin for just data layer. So you have to go to appearance and then theme editor, because we have to put the code on your head section and body sections. And okay, so yeah, now we have to go to the header.php. Then this is the head section, so we just copy the new code, the replace code, and we just put here. And this is the body section, we just copy our body part code and just will yeah, okay. So before we see there have Google own domain. Okay, now we will just update it, just update it. Okay, and now we go to preview again. We just go to preview. Okay, and now if go to inspect again and go to network and write gtm.js, and I just reload the page and see this is our tag manager. And if I click on here, see there are no Google domain. Now there have your own domain. Okay, that means the proxy working. Okay, because you are there have your own domain, own subdomain, not Google's. So if we, since already we set up J4, so in the next video we will dive deeper into how to implement this proxy with Google Analytics for specifically, and that going to be another technical session. So stay with our channel and subscribe my channel, and this is my first video, so please uh, support me.